What up?
We're back. Take three.
We're back.
I'm smoking a joint right now, but I was smoking a joint with RVD last week at the 2300 arena.
Wow.
Pretty sick.
You're a big
Check that
timer.
off the bucket list.
That's
I drank a beer with Sandman. Check that off the bucket list, and I smoked a joint with RVD.
Seems a little early to name drop, but yeah, no, that's cool.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, wow. Funky.
Just because I'm smoking a joint right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought he was trying to just get like credibility right off the bat.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I smoke dope with RVD.
No, I'm just
I
reminiscing.
dope.
I'm looking at the smoke, and I'm thinking about how...
Next thing we'll see on Twitter, like RVD does dope.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, we're back, guys. Welcome to the SVW Podcast. My name is Roman. As always, I'm here with Heck,
You.
Woody,
Yes, sir.
and Gunky Man,
No,
a.k.a.
it's actually not the Gunk. It's El Gunko Americano.
Okay,
today.
and I'm here with Gunko Americano. It's actually a different guy, and he's wearing a mask. But weirdly enough, you still look like Gumby, so
Gumby.
Smokes a joint like Gunky.
yeah, that's true.
Glumpy.
We got a big episode for you guys this week. This past weekend was Night of Champions. We got to break down all of that.
There was like one champion.
Yeah,
match,
I don't know
right?
if that was Night of Champions. That was Day of Wrestlers.
Yeah, Day of Wrestlers, yeah.
Night of Champion.
Oh, yeah, Night of Champion. We're going to get into all of that, as well as a little news from this past week on Raw. And then I guess we got a couple pay-per-views coming. Well, not pay-per-views. I know you guys are going to get
PLEs.
PLE. And, Saturday night's main event, allegedly that's not a pay-per-view or a PLE because it's just on regular TV. But we got that coming up, as well as Evolution.
Evolution coming up.
Yeah.
Evolution is a
Nothing about it.
mystery.
Yeah, me neither.
They're really pushing this women's evolution, right?
I saw
They're
the
literally
poster
just
for
doing it
like,
because it's the
yesterday.
same fucking weekend as All Out.
Yeah.
They're just like, they're like, what can we do?
Right. Can't move any like the major pay-per-views. Like,
We don't want to do a Saturday night's main event just
Yeah.
in case their show does better. Let's
Right.
do another Evolution.
Well, all the
Yeah.
women had to dress all in full clothes for Saudi Arabia, so they're like, all right, here we go. A bunch of half-naked women.
What if they did an Evolution in Saudi Arabia?
That would be wild.
Listen, never say never.
I
That's
think
what
they
happened
should-
when they had the Royal Rumble there.
They should swing the other direction with it. So like if you got Saudi Arabia happened, now they got to do like a topless one. You got to just go. It's like far.
It's like some
Got to
Vince-
give everybody what they want.
some
Or what's
Vince
like the
booking
opposite
right
of
there.
Evolution? Like devolution?
De-evolution.
Yeah, they should do that. It's just all men's.
Whatever's happening in the world right now is the opposite of it.
Exactly. De-evolution is a mystery. We're gonna talk about that, and we got some quick hits, of course, as well. Before we
I'm taking
leave,
a couple quick hits over
yeah,
here.
you sure are. A little about Cena, a little about Ric Flair, a little about Seth Rollins.
It's
But-
not about him pooping his pants.
Yo, that wasn't
Right.
poop.
The poop. Oh, I forgot about
Oh
the
yeah,
poop.
our quick hits are about the two most world heavyweight champions of all time.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
It's true. And we're not talking about him pooping his pants, but we could talk.
We could talk about a little bit
Yeah,
about
we
that
could
if you
talk
guys want to. Get banned. from
But
playing.
first, let's get into Night of Champions.
Day of
What do
Wrestlers.
you guys think?
Mid. It's about a 3.5. It was an eighth.
Yeah, Saudi versus shit, man.
Yeah.
I don't.
It was an 8.
The only thing good about those pay-per-views are the timing of them.
Like a good afternoon pay-per-view.
Yo,
Yes.
I'll give it to WWE. They're really staying consistent here in the 3 to like 4 out of 5 range. They're not fucking straying far from that.
They're not failing. They're not crushing it.
No, they're not
just-
failing. They're not crushing it. They're staying very consistent right now,
Just-
which you know what isn't a bad thing.
It's they don't need to. Yeah, they don't need to like wow you or overachieve right now. They're like, no, just settle in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're telling a story. It's taking a while. You're gonna sit around and watch it all anyway. So
Right. You might as well.
But I mean, the shitty part about that is when it should be big, like a la Mania or any of the big four. It's
Totally.
They
still
fuck it up somehow.
It's
or-
still like mid. It's still like that should be. I'm cool with the consistency. And then it's like, one of the big four, it's like, all right, here's your payoff. And
Well, that's
Yeah.
it's like, meh, it was okay.
that's a month from now. That's the month from now. Are they going to pay it off at SummerSlam? Because if Night of Champions was setting up some shit to happen at SummerSlam, which it seems like they definitely are, marching
Right.
down a path in that direction.
Yeah.
If the payoff isn't there, then
Well,
then we'd be a little more upset.
Yeah.
I'm a little curious to see what they do with Gunther after Saturday Night's main event with Goldberg.
After Goldberg beats him.
Yeah,
Well-
what doesn't matter. He's not a champion anymore. Goldberg will be
Yeah.
the champion. What are they gonna do with Goldberg?
Let's
after
be
Seth
real.
Rollins is
Yeah.
going to cash in. Calling it now. Goldberg's
long
going to
did-
win. Seth Rollins cashes in.
How long do you think Goldberg's title reign will be?
I think you should pull
longer than Roman.
minutes.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
you should
break-
pull
he's gonna
Roman
break
Reigns.
Roman.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
They're gonna have him break Hogan's
He's gonna die
record.
with the title of old age too. Like no.
They're gonna break Hogan's streak gone, Roman gone.
First champion to be buried with his
Natural
belt.
causes.
Yeah.
He'll pass away with the title,
Yeah.
and they'll have to do a Goldberg memorial.
And The Rock would be like, it was all part of the plan.
Yeah. Are you enjoying the show?
He was the third man.
Yeah.
The third man was Father Time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, yeah, that is gonna be an absolute shit.
No,
show.
but seriously, Gunther's definitely going to beat the shit out of Goldberg, and then I don't know what the fuck they're going to. What type of story they're going to tell within not less than a month for SummerSlam for Gunther?
Oh, it's Sammy.
Gunther's going to lose.
You think it's Sammy?
Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna push forward with Gunther, it's got to be Sammy. They're just gonna run that shit back.
It's not going to happen. Gunther's going to lose.
That's so.
I hope so. I think
Goldberg's going to win.
I think Goldberg wins.
Are you being serious?
Yes,
Being serious.
I
No,
think he
you-
wins the title and loses it at SummerSlam, and his retirement match is SummerSlam.
I think he's going to win the title, and then
To Gunther again?
Literally, Seth Rollins comes and cashes in.
That'd be fun.
I would
too.
see that. See, I could see that much more because
Braun Breaker comes in and is like, "This is how you do a spear, old man." Like, you know what I
Why?
mean?
Yeah.
Spears the shit out of him.
Why would they do that to Gunther though? That makes no sense.
But why did Gunther
they
have
feel
the
like he's
title anyway?
bulletproof.
Gunther didn't need the title anyway. He was just there to get the title off of Jay.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like Gunther, when people are just like, like he's like that build a wrestler type of guy. You know what I mean? Where it's like he respects the ring. You know what I mean? Like he's a force. He wrestles. He doesn't do all the fancy show shit.
Yeah.
So he's like, he's safe. He's just one of those guys that you could just pop him into something and he'll chop somebody down like a fucking oak tree, and then people will be like, "Oh my god, Gunther again," and I'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god."
You know when you're playing like Streets of Rage and you have like the character selection, and you have like the one guy is super powerful and the one guy is super fast, and you kind of have that one that's just kind of like mid across
Yeah.
the board, but like they're really good because of that. That's
They're
Gunther.
solid.
Yeah,
Right.
Gunther's just
All
kind of
the-
like
all the
It's a solid
sliders are like at
Yeah.
the exact
they
same
balance
level.
the stats.
Yeah, totally.
No one, it's never fun to balance the stats, but
No,
like it'll
but
get the job
you
done.
get- that's how you get wins and you stay consistent.
Yeah.
And that's what Gunther does. Yeah. I guess we'll have to see about Goldberg. I don't see him going into SummerSlam with the title. I don't know.
They'd be a
But-
coward not to do it. They got to give it to Goldberg.
Pull
Well,
the trigger.
it's all part of
Boom.
the plan, guys.
It's in Atlanta. It's amazing.
Right. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the guy lose. He's gonna go on out on his back.
Well, the only reason he's back is to have
A
a
match.
big retirement match where he could like be happy walking away from it.
Yeah. He's like, and John Cena, you're next. I'm coming for all the titles.
I don't see how that match is any worse than the other matches John Cena's putting on.
I
right
totally
now.
agree.
He's like, John Moxley, you're next. I'm coming to
I
AEW.
wasn't mad about the Cena and Night of Champions and CM Punk.
Yeah.
Both those guys don't have to go full speed ahead all the time,
Oh yeah.
and it was still you got your nostalgia factor of it. Like, oh man, remember these guys like in their prime putting on great. It was a solid match for the level that these guys can go now.
Yeah.
Like
And
the storytelling was there.
The storytelling, exactly what I was gonna say. The storytelling's good. The
There's
way
no big botches in the match.
the way they have Seth come in and interfere and they kind of team up,
Yeah.
and then there's like the Cena's gonna turn on him, but obviously he knows he's gonna turn. Like they hit all the spots we needed
gave
to
you
see.
a little bit of like Cena face still again, like
It's there. They're hinting
the
at it.
enemy of my enemy type thing.
Right.
Like,
Do you think it's the eventually it's a Cena Cody rematch with a double turn?
yes.
Because that could be a good way. If you're gonna make Cena face again, have it by Cody going heel.
Because Cody didn't hesitate when he was in there with Randy.
That's true.
He didn't hesitate.
Yeah, that's true. That was I watched most of this match. Solid. Cody, Randy. I
I
mean,
mean, anything with Randy and
Yeah, of
Cody, like,
course.
I mean, it's going to be decent. It's just like, is there that spot, that moment, and is there a story?
right.
These guys are pros. They're going to put on a solid show. Cody at the end. You know what I mean? Like the hint of, or not Cody, Randy. Like you know what I mean?
Oh, when he like almost turns back.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
Right.
Also,
right.
what is Cody doing? Cody said it like Randy was retiring. Like, oh my God, he's older, but like, what a great match, huh? Let's give it up for Randy. Like, what, you're not a fucking. It's not open
Like
mic
just
night.
boots in the ring.
Totally.
All right, next match coming to the ring is going to be two great wrestlers, guys. You're going to love these wrestlers. Tip your waitresses. Like,
Yeah. Don't forget
I
to
want
tip
to
your
see.
waitresses, and it is a 2-drink minimum tonight.
I don't really see a route to it, but
I
I
think
want.
Saudi's dry.
I need like another
Yeah, it is.
Randy heel run before.
Fuck yes.
I could see Randy turning before Cody.
They're teasing it, but you can't have like Cena
voices
turn
in his
heel,
head.
and then Randy turns
It's all
heel,
time.
then Cody turns heel. Like, can't have all.
Right.
Everyone can't be heel.
Everybody's
Yeah.
just gonna turn heel. Yeah, I
Maybe.
get that.
Literally, like
Is
everybody
wait? Is Cena
switches.
making it? Cena's not making it to next Mania, or is he?
No,
No.
December. He's out.
What's his final date?
December.
December.
Supposed to be like
December
Boston
something.
or whatever.
I think
right?
they're making a pay per view for December. That will be his last match.
in Boston. I think
Okay.
that's what I read.
Well, maybe Randy turns heel and then he has a program with Cody before, like maybe Randy turns heel and fucks him over at SummerSlam, and Cena holds the belt even longer,
And Cena goes face.
and then Cody's able to do
and then
something.
Cena's last match is with The Rock.
Oh God.
Wow.
He sold his soul. He wants his soul
No,
back.
I don't even know how to
Got
book
it.
that last Cena's match.
What was it?
It's going to
Once-
be so tough. I wanted to
'Cause
be
we're get-
with someone young.
We're getting all these matches that we like.
Nobody-
Talking about like, oh, I'd love to see Cena and Punk. We got it. Cena and Randy. We got, you know what I mean? All these matches.
Yeah.
I want to.
match up there. We're like, oh, who's gonna be his last? We're getting them.
I
so
want to do it
soon.
with somebody young as well, but I don't know. Nobody deserves it. Who deserves that? Right
I think
now?
between
Braun
now and then,
Breaker?
Braun Breaker could.
Yeah, I can
That could be a fun. I think if they
He always shows tension when
I
he's in
still-
there with like Seth Rollins.
And I still think if they want to figure out the storyline and do it right, it could be Austin Theory. I still think that dude's
Again?
got all the tools. Yeah.
Austin Theory again.
Yeah, 'cause
I
it-
watched a
I think
clip
they
of
blew- I
Austin
think they
Theory the
blew
other day.
it.
Austin Theory can he's solid in the
He's
ring. He can
amazing.
Yeah,
do
he's
some
good.
shit.
You know, he
Yeah.
is sick, but I think they blew it. I think they blew it when he already beat him.
He was just a
clean.
Vince guy, so like
But he already.
it seems
beat-
like
literally-
he's taking the punishment for Vince shitting on
Had
people.
he lost that Mania match,
Literally
maybe
anything
yeah,
ever.
he could be the guy to retire him.
I don't
He
know.
already fucking beat him clean. Like it's like
Maybe
True.
it's Solo Sikoa the way they're going. They have him.
That dude
fucking
already
put
beat him
out
clean.
again. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I mean. They
Solo
gotta-
comes
He's
out
gonna
like-
put him down for good this time.
in an oversized jersey and
it should be Mr. Iguana.
Mr. Iguana.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Listen.
That's if we let it up to a fan vote. Be Mr. Iguana. That'd be
Yeah,
Watch
it'll
it
be a
be-
triple threat.
Yo,
with
Taboo
Mr.
Tuesdays.
Iguana, Joe Hendry,
No,
and Cena.
yo, you're joking, but watch it be Joe Hendry. I was just about to say, watch it be Joe Hendry.
I'm about to say,
Wow.
I don't know when
The
Joe
way
Hendry's
that-
contract is up at TNA, but
Bro,
he's definitely coming to
the
WWE,
way
and he
that they're
keeps talking
fucking-
about that Cena match.
I
And
mean,
the way that they're
dude was
booking
on
this kid-
WrestleMania. I mean, wait. Who's the other guy who wants to wrestle Cena?
Drew McIntyre.
No, Tommy Invincible. What about him?
Maybe Tommy Invincible's his last match.
I
hear voices in the air.
Drew McIntyre's talked about having shit set up for a Cena feud
Oh, yeah?
as well in interviews because he's like, you think what I said about to Punk was interesting? Like, wait till you see what I got in store for Cena.
Ah,
And
we're
that
mad
could,
about
that
that.
could be like he's at that age where if you gave him a huge push, like he retires Cena, and he kind of and turn him heel,
Damn.
that
yeah,
could
would
he
be
could
Turn
have a
who
hell of a
heel?
Drew
I mean, he's
McIntyre.
already
I mean,
heel.
not. I mean, yes, but like
but he's
Yeah,
confirm
he's
it,
like
doing
a
his best work
sarcastic,
as heel.
haha, I'm a
Yeah.
jokey
Yeah.
heel.
because he's a
he's not-
scary dude.
Yeah, he's big. Sing!
He's a
I
man's
love
man.
that thing.
It's great sound effects.
It is. It's sick.
What else we had on there?
Bro,
This,
behead Cena with his
Joe-
sword for his final
That
match.
would be crazy. That would be awesome. I was gonna say before we get into this match, they're really getting out of control with these match names. Riyadh Boulevard Street Fight. They never had a street fight on Riyadh Boulevard.
Yeah, you
Is
get
it
your
called
hands
Riyadh?
chopped
Yeah.
off.
Is it
and-
Riyadh Boulevard? Is
that a real place?
In Riyadh.
Yeah, like, bro, we're getting out of control with these
That's
names.
like if you were from there and the show was in Boston, they were like, oh yeah, let's go to Boston Street.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it may
Yeah.
not be a Boston
True.
Street. I don't know if there's actually a Riyadh Avenue. I had a big
Riyadh
issue.
Boulevard.
That's all right.
buddy.
Yeah.
Boulevard Riyadh. It's called.
I had a big issue with that Raquel Rhea Ripley match. Is that they looked like they were a tag team.
Yeah.
And then a third partner came in.
Yeah,
You're
right,
like,
right.
Oh,
Yeah, they
Freebird,
were in, like, the
Freebird
same
rules.
outfit.
I mean, it was like a BDSM like three-way.
Wet dream.
Not mad about it.
Yeah. They're wearing
Just,
like basically
you
the
got
same
you got to.
outfits.
There guys be some sort of communication. Like, hey guys,
This
we're
is what
gonna
I'm
wear
gonna
bodysuit.
wear.
I'm gonna wear black.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Like, because I just feel like they never talked, and they got
Yeah.
there and they
They're
were
like-
like, oh no.
Didn't that happen
It's
like
like
last
the
year in the
Spider-Man
NFL?
meme.
Yeah.
So it's like the Catwoman meme.
Didn't
or
that
something?
happen like last year in the NFL? There was like I can't remember. There was like two teams in like very close colors, and they were like, "Yeah, this is really like really confusing. You guys should have probably figured this out." I
Oh,
can't
it was
remember.
I don't fucking know. I watched
Well, that's why I'm looking at Woody.
Yeah. I was when you said something, heck, I was like, holy shit! Why does heck know
I
this
thought
of
I
all
was supposed to
things?
pull that out.
It happens to be on Madden sometimes when I'm
Right.
like
Yeah,
throwing
true.
old like throwback uniforms,
jerseys.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it
yeah,
actually
yeah.
happened in real life.
Well, what did you guys think about this match, just in general?
Which one, the Raquel match?
Yeah.
It was a fun one.
It was the first one that Rhea actually beat Raquel. 'Cause I think in NXT Raquel won every time they like faced off. But you know, Mommy's always on top.
You got that right.
That's why Raquel's, no offense to her, it's in the tag division. You know what I mean? In a
Yeah.
put together tag team.
And she's
And
just,
they kept it that way with Liv getting injured. Get well soon.
Yeah,
And
shout
you know
out
what I
to her.
mean? Like that's why she's not ready to be. She was that like when she first came up by herself, all like happy go lucky and like I don't know, it just wasn't like it was just
I
flat.
heard,
It was
her
just
like,
boring.
Look, I'm strong. Look at my back.
Yeah,
I'm
look at-
enjoying
look
this.
at my
That's
Well-
a weird
look at my
character.
traps.
Well,
Like, yeah.
yo, I think I think she's getting over right now, and I think like now that I think Liv getting hurt might be one of the greatest things to ever happen
It's
to
like
her because
Diesel and
she's
Shawn
taking.
Michaels.
Well, no, she's taking the lead and as the female in the Judgment Day now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that Liv getting hurt, obviously it's not good, but like for her just to get a little bit more shine on her because she's fucking good. She has charisma. Like she's not like
She's lacking a little charisma, but,
Well,
but
yo, but
she is good in
she's
a lot
able
of
to
other
show,
ways.
bro.
Yeah.
But she's able to no, she is like funny, like her shit with Carlita. Like she's able to like show like a side of her now. I feel like, and she's able. Well, it's not even a side of her. There's just going to be more airtime for her now that Liv's
Can get her
gone.
shit in, yeah.
And I think that I've already seen a positive reaction on Twitter, like just like, am I a Raquel stan? Like people like, you know what I mean? Like even questioning it, which I think
Yeah.
is a good fucking
She,
sign.
she
like,
needs a catchphrase. She
Yeah.
needs something there. She needs something.
Something to sell that
snappy.
merch.
I'm a
because-
tall bitch.
I think
I'm Raquel Rodriguez, and I'm a tall bitch.
I think she's really missing out on the fact that Carlito's gone. If she was
Yeah.
going to take this more like this like head role of the female there, it'd be so much better with Carlito
Yeah.
around still.
They were saying,
Yeah.
well,
Like-
did you see the PS5 was back there saying it was actually she took it back. It was she bought it.
Oh,
for
she
him.
bought it for him.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm
Overall,
just curious to see, I guess. But that was like a match where like they could have been setting up stuff for Evolution. And
Yeah, or
Totally.
a match on SmackDown,
There's
and not because
nothing.
it's not a night of champion
Nothing.
match kind of.
yeah. I
I
always
guess
was under the impression that
Rhea and Io were.
Yeah, they had fucking 3 championship matches, decent ones at that, all on SmackDown. Even the tag match that ended in DQ, that was good enough that it could have been on a fucking.
yeah. I wonder if there was like something happened because I always was under the impression that Night of Champions,
like,
all the belts were
all
on the
belts,
line.
Yep.
That's what it was supposed to be. That's what it originally was for.
Night of Champions. Huh?
But now it's just another way for them to get money from Saudi.
Yeah, you remember how sick the banners
Sucking that
when they
Saudi dick.
debuted Night of Champions, they had the banners of every single title, but then they added ECW as a brand, so they just turned the cruiserweight belt. They just put ECW
Okay.
over it because they didn't want to make a whole new banner with the ECW
That's
title.
sick.
You know how expensive banners are these days?
I mean, come on.
The banner
crazy.
budget's got to be crazy.
Yeah. Next up, we had Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
Sammy's on a
Kross is-
4-0 winning streak over in
Yeah.
Saudi.
Oh yeah. He's the new shit. What's the dude's name that couldn't lose? It was like contractually
Mansoor.
Mansoor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Yeah,
the
and
new
fucking
Mansoor.
Karrion Kross is the new Brooklyn Brawler. This guy can't fucking.
But you know what he can do?
Take a bump.
He could take flat back bumps.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny that that's how they started this match, which is
they
like
did.
over and over and over again to be like proving a point, to be like, shut up.
I'd like to see
He
Karrion.
shouldn't
I'm
have
glad he
taken
had a
one,
match.
honestly.
It would be funny. It just is.
I'm
stick
glad
with it.
Karrion had a match, but I would have liked to see him win. But I don't know. I feel like they're just still playing that character where like he doesn't have to win. It gets in your head and like you know what I mean. Like makes you show the
Right,
real
yeah.
you.
That only goes for so long. The dude needs to
That's
start
what-
getting a couple wins.
That's what I'm
here and
saying.
there.
Like, what's
couple
the
of 'em, yeah.
payoff? Like, at that,
Yeah.
like you can keep
the
doing that, but like,
legitimacy of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Also,
like-
I hate to go back to this, but he should have not taken a single back bump the entire match, and then the final bump take a superplex onto the outside of the fucking. Just
through
on
the table.
no, not even on a table, just on the fucking mat, just on the concrete.
I would say just take a regular like snap suplex in the ring, but then not get up.
One, two, three.
Just one bump
Yeah.
and he's done.
It's like, no.
This is why I don't do it.
A back body suplex, not even a German. Just this is a fucking back body suplex.
And he just like-
1, 2, 3.
I can't breathe.
Oh, that's his new gimmick.
That's a bad one.
That's his new gimmick. You can hit him with like the sweet chin music. You can hit him with all this crazy shit.
Everything,
But until
yeah.
you hit him with like a back body drop,
He won't go down. Yeah, I'm not so mad at that.
oh, that's
to be
sick. A wrestler whose gimmick is only one specific move kills him. That'd be so sick. So
I like
it's almost like a vampire or something. Like you
I
gotta
was
hit
gonna
him
say
with.
an Achilles.
Yeah, that'd be so sick. It's like, it's kind of Gunther, you know, like when you put him in a submission move, like he bitches out.
honest. Yeah,
You got to choke
Break
him
real
out with his
quick.
own move.
yeah, for real.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the thing.
I know. But yeah, overall thoughts on this one?
Karrion Kross
I want him
needs
to not
do
be
something.
done.
Yeah.
It's a Saudi verse. It can be a kind of. I want Karrion Kross to still have shit to do with Sammy. Like
Totally.
I'm not done proving my point. You're gonna really make you show.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean. And then that's gonna lead to Sammy's heel turn.
Yeah, I hope so. Gunky?
Like I told you, you're a liar. I told you, you're
I
a
just think
villain.
Karrion Cross should get a W, but
100%.
I
I think
totally
we're
agree.
all pulling for Karrion Kross
Me
here.
too. I think he's cool. He looks cool. His entrance is cool.
He's got
You
a
got
hot ass
fucking
wife
hot
or whatever.
manager.
Stone Cold
Stone
Fatso
Cold
wife.
Fatso
Woo!
wife.
well, and this is a guy you don't even need to push to the moon. Like we said, like I feel like he could take a loss and like
He got
do this like
himself
mental
over
war
organically,
game. Like
Yeah.
he's such like a almost like strategically as a booker. Like I feel like you should be using this guy way better just because like
Oh, so he got crazy T-shirt sales and
Yeah.
got the fans over, like you said, like Heck was saying, organically. Like that shit doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
Last time that happened, they made Jey Uso a fucking champion.
Right,
You know what I mean? Like
Can't argue.
if Karrion Kross had a chant like Yeet, he would be headlining the next Saturday Night Main Event.
Cross.
Yeah.
Cross. I don't know what this one is.
It just doesn't have that
Something.
Yeah, it's
you
a
know what I
little
mean?
You need that extra
little
sauce,
too
you know?
religious.
little too on the nose.
Yeah.
I think that should be his new gimmick. He's like
Skeet,
religious.
Skeet.
That's a little R-rated.
Yin Yang Twins did that already.
They sure did.
That's
Side note, did you see a video of them recently? Like
Yes.
old as hell. Like,
insane.
still like touring. Like one's like all like looks like the
They're
OG
all
on the block,
gray,
big
yeah.
old belly.
I
Like,
think I
know
saw
they're
them
not
at a
even-
Sixers game.
You know they're not even twins.
no,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
just ruined it for me.
Jay's- When he's like, well, I'm out. All right. Next up, U.S. Championship match: Jacob Fatu versus Solo.
I think this is awesome.
Yeah.
This was like the funnest match for me tonight.
Well, there's another person that's like damn near undefeated in Riyadh. Like Solo pinned Roman
Oh yeah.
in the 6-man
Oh,
tag
yeah.
match. The first loss first time Roman got pinned in years. And then before that, he beat the shit out of John Cena. And now he goes over and wins the U.S. title.
Yeah.
Like,
Are we
dude's
getting the-
loving Saudi Arabia.
Are we
He's like
getting the
Undertaker at
civil-
Mania, Solo at Saudi.
Are we getting a bloodline
He's
civil
Mr.
war
Saudi.
we've always talked about finally? But it's like the team mover, like you know what I mean? Like it's not like not to say it like that, but you know what I mean? It's not like Roman and like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
now we're getting like you know what I mean?
Team
Hey,
move
remember
bloodline.
when-
Tama Tonga Tala Loa like
Remember,
Piccolo.
I want to say it was probably about 9 months ago when they copyright the name Talatonga.
uh-huh.
We talked about it here on the podcast, and we were like, "What a stupid name!"
Yeah.
I hope that's
They
not
stuck with
actually
it.
it.
Nope.
They were just like, "Double down,
Yeah.
get it?" Because he's taller than the rest of them.
That's,
Oh, he's the
that's
taller-
exactly what I thought it was like. He's the taller Tonga.
He's a Talatonga.
Well, I love that
Hey,
Solo's
hey.
kind of seems to be having like a little renewed reinvigoration because like he was like
Solo's fucking great, man.
like kind of
Yeah.
like he was I mean that kind of like mob
Yeah, he
kinda
fell
like
off a
thing.
little
and
bit
it was
there.
just like he lost the title.
He's
Everybody
doing his
got
little
hurt in the
weekend gimmick.
bloodline, and
Yeah.
but now he seemed to found like his little like sarcastic humor kind of.
They're letting
and
him
that's
be
like
him.
giving him like that like a new kind
Something
of
else, yeah.
A lot of reports about him is that he's like a really funny dude,
yeah.
and he's kind of like a
And he
really
always had to
good.
just play like
Yeah.
that like I'm the enforcer like.
Well, he's like a mix between Jimmy and Jay.
Right.
Where he's kind of
yeah.
got a lot of the energy that Jay has, but he's like Jimmy's apparently one of the funniest dudes in all wrestling backstage.
But
And
his
they're saying-
character is like kind of subdued, and then he'll do like a little something, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're letting him like
pop-
a little funny face when
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
says something.
they're letting him be himself a little bit more, and I think it's really going to work out for him because he's
Yeah.
good on the mic. He's
Yeah.
solid in ring. He's got a fun like his style is a little bit different. It's pretty unique, but it's also like it works for him.
Yeah.
He's got his little crew now. They have dumb names. Like that's literally just the worst named crew.
Hey, you know what?
Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and Talatonga.
And
You know,
fucking
the
JC,
brothers.
we got JC
JC
Mateo over
Mateo.
there. They're just
Yeah,
the
they-
new names they're coming up with are just they're
They're
terrible.
like, you know what they are? They're like real jobber names.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like they're real jobber names.
I think they're using a generator. I don't think they got.
Yeah.
They got like random words on like a board, and they're just like
Yeah.
throwing
Well,
darts
no, it's-
blindly.
Triple H is like, this AI stuff is great.
Name one attribute about yourself and a country you were born in, like a Tonga. You Tonga.
Hey, you know the faction? They got the one guy. He's like the
Oh yeah,
Talatanga.
yeah. It's like
But is
it's
this,
like the Wu Tang generator online. It's like
so-
the bloodline generator. It gives
Honestly,
Is this how we get
Somebody
the
should make that.
Childish Gambino? That's how Childish Gambino got his name. Wu-Tang
True.
Name Generator.
Yep.
Is this how we get the Usos back together as a tag team? Because
I
if you've
hope
been
so.
watching on Raw and all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Jimmy's like came out and helped Jacob. You know what I mean? Jimmy's like telling like Jay's just like I got my own shit dealing with like Seth. Eventually, there's like the rumors that you know what I mean we knew they're gonna eventually get back together.
Yeah.
And is this it or
Well, I think they come together to help.
Zilla's a one phone call away? He made that very clear. And then
we need another
what's his name?
fucking
Lance.
Samoan. Yeah, let's
Lance.
get Lance in there too. Why not?
Lance and fucking Jacob Fatu have actually tagged together and like wrestled.
And
Yo,
together.
bring back the guy who was in Legacy for like 3 days. What was his name?
oh, dude.
Samu.
They're not going to
Bring back Samu.
They're not bringing back Rosie though, right?
He's dead.
Oh.
The
You always got to go there.
Bring
don't you?
Samu back.
Who was the other
Lance?
guy who was in Legacy? Like Crowbar or whatever?
Crowbar was not
No.
in Legacy.
No, who
Who was
what
his? Who was
What
Crowbar's
was,
dad?
what was the faction?
Crowbar,
No.
that's that
What
Moose
was the
thing.
faction that Crowbar was in?
Crowbar.
You're talking about
We're talking about with
Slapjack
with
and
Mor-
Retaliation. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Retribution.
with
Retribution.
Morbus.
Yeah.
Oh, Crowbar. Oh, I thought you meant. I thought you meant.
Yeah, what's his name? Slapjack.
I thought you meant
T-Bar or
WCW
T-Bar.
Crowbar.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
you
not WCW.
I thought you were talking
Crowbar.
about WCW Crowbar. I saw him at Sabu's
Slapjack.
memorial.
Slapjack.
If you need to get rehabbed, apparently Crowbar got you.
Doing
Damn.
it for free for wrestlers.
Wow. Good for
Um,
him.
Crowbar.
he's
Crowbar. He
he's
was in
like the
he was in a
second
tag team
DDP.
with Morbus, right?
It's
Sure.
Morgan time.
It's morbid. Jesus Christ. All right, let's get this back on the
I don't want them to bring Lance into the wrestling right now because his name is Lance, and that is just one of the top 10 worst names in the history of the world. I think Lance
It's like
is.
such a douche name, right?
Whoa.
Not a big Lance
It's
Storm guy.
Lance and Warren.
Do you
Yeah,
know
what
that
about Lance Storm? We're going
it's not so common anymore, but back in like medieval times, people used to be named Lance a lot.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to watch Grappling with the Gilmans this show.
Oh,
and
man.
let's get out of here. No, just-
Wow.
Oh man, I want to just leave.
Was
on
that off the dome?
Wow.
Huh?
Was that off the
it's
dome?
It's an old dad joke. It's
Oh,
an
I
old
got a
dad.
He had
great
it-
one
I thought
for
he had
you.
like in his back
Nope.
pocket. Like he was like,
Nope,
I
yeah.
got something. Somebody
Well, as
brings
soon
up.
as we started talking about Lance, I'm like, guys, I got a Lance joke.
Jesus.
I didn't bring it up. You brought it up.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
But yeah, I guess we're gonna get the
Solo's the
Bloodline
next
Civil War, and we were like finally wanting, and
Well, if
not
the Us-
mad about it. I mean,
Yeah, if
there's
the
enough
Usos
of
come
them.
together
Yeah.
to help out
Jacob,
Jacob,
you know what
that's
I mean?
cool. That'll be fun. Although, can you have 3 people that can wrestle against like Solo and some guys?
Damn. Yeah. I guess
When you like go to the Isle of Samoa, is everybody just like fighting each other? Like, do they just?
yeah,
Is it just like
it's like
Samoan
the
Fight
island
Club.
of Duque.
it's just bloodline rules everywhere. Just
Yeah,
Just cutting
Just
promos
no
on each
DQ.
other. And
headbutts,
walk around.
headbutts and stink faces.
everyone's got that one tattoo.
Yeah, like
It's all the same family story.
Hakas and street fights.
yeah.
Haka's, isn't that New Zealand?
No, didn't the Usos used to come out and do?
No, you're
like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Samoan and New Zealand, they kind of go hand. A lot of Samoan people lived in New Zealand as well.
Right, yeah.
Samoan culture is huge in New Zealand.
I thought, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the closest like?
That's
never
like
mind.
Dakota Kai
yeah.
is New Zealand,
Yeah,
but,
but
she's
she's
Yeah,
Samoan.
she's a Kiwi.
Yeah.
Because she's
Kiwi.
actually that's where
Yeah.
they mix a lot of blood. Because she's not far from there.
They're
That-
from
that-
down
that's what I was
under.
about to ask. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's probably just the closest.
That's why
like,
a lot of them get that
Yeah.
accent. They're from down under.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, next up, Queen of the Ring final, Asuka versus Jade Cargill.
This was the worst match of the night. It just,
And
it never like.
it wasn't terrible.
It
It never hit.
It always felt like it was like a step, like, you know what I mean? They weren't just like on the same page.
Well, yeah,
and then
there's
like
not much of a story
The pin was
here.
horrible. Like Jade like overrolled like back to
It
do her little
sucks.
like sexy like lick her hand. You know what I mean? And she like overrolled, so like both of them were technically shoulders down.
It
but,
sucks
like,
so
I-
much
I don't know.
when someone botches the pin, the win the match.
But this is like
That's like the lasting image you have. It's
Right,
like
exactly.
oops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this is like the maker, and it was cool because they came in like of the Saudi gear for the women's. Like Jade crushed it. Like her storm
Oh,
shit's always cool,
100%.
and this was like, damn, you're like a
Yeah.
cosplaying at fucking Comic-Con. Like this is fucking dope.
The only two good things I will say, the three things I would say was one is that outfit, 100%. Two, she looks great with a crown.
Yeah,
When she
Oh,
put on the
yeah.
crown on, you were like, oh, holy shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
you,
it belongs on her, right?
This,
It
yeah,
would have
works.
felt a little weird on Asuka.
and three, did you hear the clip of her getting booed by the crowd?
Yeah,
I heard this on a podcast. She's heading out there, and the crowd's booing her. And these guys recording. He's like, boo, boo. And she says, boo your mama. And the dude loses. He's like, oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Like, she said like 3 words, and the guy lost his shit. Apparently, you shouldn't say that in Saudi Arabia. Maybe they were mad because a woman was talking. But either way, it didn't go over well. But I love her for that. Boo
how
your
dare
mama.
you talk back to me?
Yeah, boo your mama
Yeah.
is pretty great.
Do you think they're like a briefing, like the stuff you're not allowed to say? Do you think at the beginning they're like, don't say boo your mama?
Well, I bet you that.
Apparently they didn't say
Well,
that.
it'll probably be on the next one. They might not
Right.
have it on this
They're
one.
like banned phrases, boo your mama.
I bet you they probably did give him a little briefing, and that's why she said something so, very PG and which
Right, right.
That's not saying
2 weeks
much.
ago when John Cena said the champ has left the mother fudging building. I was like, just say the champ has left the building. Don't say mother fudging. That's like almost as bad as thuffer and thuckatash.
I don't know. I like mother fudging.
No way, bro.
But it's make or break time for Jade.
Yeah.
And then who's she fighting at Evolution?
I don't know. Are you,
It's a
Stratton?
mystery.
I am not excited.
Evolution is a mystery.
I'm not excited about either the King or Queen of the Ring. To me, they felt like this the most boring.
It was just a way to get Cody to back to Cena.
but you didn't need it. You could just
Yeah.
you could get Cody as a rematch clause. He could just fight Cena whenever.
No, it expired.
Randy Orton with the crown on Randy Orton
like,
with the crown on doing his
I'm-
pose on the thing would have been a fucking like real
That would've been
cool
sick.
like image. You
Well,
know?
honestly, once it came to Randy and Cody, both of them, I was like, "This is." I don't think either of these guys should be King of the Ring.
He comes down. He's like, dude, it's time for my match. They're like, ooh, this has actually expired like 4 days ago. Sorry.
but I got 9 stamps, and the 10th stamp is going to be. I get a free match.
They're like, oof. They're like, listen, you could, I guess, technically enter the King of the Ring tournament, and
We can give you an IC title shot.
it's like going to the DMV.
Yeah. I think there should be more. I think there should be more behind the scenes of like the logistics of like how you get a match. They're like, you get a match. It's like, no, well, you actually have to like do a bunch of paperwork.
Yeah, it's always just like, I'm gonna ask Adam Pierce, and I'll see you next week. It's not,
And
you
Adam
never
Pearce
get to
is like,
actually see him.
okay.
Like, hey, so Adam, I was wondering, maybe like I really don't like this guy, and
You
I
can
was
see him in
wondering
there
if I could
pleading
really.
their case.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know if you know this, but I really hate this guy. I don't know if you watched the programming.
He said
But I want to
my
have Adam
mom's,
try to run like the logistics. Like, well, no, we can't do it next Monday. You have a thing with Cricket Wireless. Remember that? Yes, you can't do it then. He's like, how are you on SmackDown Fridays? You couldn't? No, Fridays are bad for you. Okay. Let's look ahead. Let's look ahead at the schedule.
He's like the next Monday I can't do it. Io Sky and Asuka are going, and that Monday's booked up. Mr. Iguana is actually debuting.
Yeah, I think they should do that. I think that'd be awesome. Yeah. So I'm looking at this card for.
Was that the match?
Evolution.
Was that the card? Was that it? Right.
As far as right now, for Night of Champions, and then we had the Punk,
Punk
Cena match, which we
I
talked
forgot
about.
that.
We talked about that a little bit already, but yeah, I don't know who has a match.
You didn't talk about Penta
Yeah,
doing his real slow save.
It's
pretty
all
awesome.
him and Jey Uso are like the worst to like come out.
classic.
To like don't
Hey, I'm
have-
getting my ass
just
kicked.
don't have my fucking back.
And then,
just,
and then
just
the
don't
third
come out.
and the third person,
Like-
Jeff Hardy, he comes out, he's fucking dancing.
having a whole fucking rave dance party. Like,
Imagine you're only three friends in the locker room where Jey Uso, Penta, and Jeff Hardy, and you're just like, well, I'm just gonna get my ass kicked out
we got
here.
Braun Breakers like flying out, like
Yeah,
spearing
exactly.
people from like across the whole
Before
fucking
you
ramp.
even get punched, Braun Breakers already cut somebody in half.
I'd rather have little Nate.
Yeah,
got my
little
back.
Nate
He was
gets down there.
I
he
mean,
was
he came
sprinting
down
down
high.
there.
I seen it fucking pounce
Yeah.
the shit out of
You
him.
know,
But that shit, when they started coming out, I was like, yo, this is like WWE Universe mode. Just started like
Bruh, literally.
booking run-ins because it was just like Jey Uso and Penta come out for the same. It was just like, what the fuck is
yeah.
this?
I mean, that's kind of how I felt about the main event of WrestleMania 40 too. It's like, oh,
Well,
we got
at least that one
that
there was
all made sense,
some
too.
science to it,
except for the Undertaker.
Well, that was
Well.
just because Stone Cold didn't get
Didn't
paid
wa-
enough.
he didn't want to do
I know,
it. Yeah.
but
Well,
that's
he wanted to do it. They just didn't want to pay him.
But like again, then what is the point? But that is neither here nor there. Because
that is the point.
Yeah, the Pinta one was.
it's
I was
the
like,
pop,
I don't get this,
it,
but
you know,
cool. If
Yeah.
Pintas now can be involved,
Saudi was like,
somehow.
"Yo, I want Penta here," and
Oh,
they're like,
yeah.
"How the fuck do we get Penta into
they're
this?"
like,
And it's like, all
and then
right.
they go back to Adam Pearce with the logistics. He's like,
He's
okay,
like, all
so
right, we move this
Penta-
here.
He's like, so on this pay-per-view, I really only have time for a little dance. It's like, so you can do a run-in if you
He's
want.
like, you're gonna have to shorten the dance if you're gonna do your run in.
Because Jey Uso's also going to come out. He's going to do a little dance too. So
He's gonna come down the whole crowd,
Yeah.
shake everybody's hands, hold 3 kids.
Yeah,
yeah, don't come out to the crowd if you're trying to get there fast.
Yeah,
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
No, hey guys, can you move, please? There's someone you're getting beat up over
Hey,
there. I
my
gotta
friend
stop
is
that.
getting beat up down there. I can't sign any autographs right now.
they're
Well,
doing
maybe one or
NXT
two.
matches on Evolution.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Night of Champions, like you said, 3 something.
We got Cena and Punk.
Yeah,
which
that was cool.
I don't know. I feel like I would have liked to have Cena and Punk like. Maybe that could have been SummerSlam. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Seems
a little
like
more
it.
back and forth shit talking. The promos have been great for it. Cause now it's
Yeah.
like,
But we got Punk
We
to go
got
to
it,
Saudi
and it's
Arabia,
done.
and that's hilarious.
yeah, that
Right.
is true.
I do like the hypocrisy of it all.
Yeah, for real.
They caught him on that shit too.
I would
Apparently,
say-
Mr. Free Guy here, the one fan that like he apologized to him, like gave him a hug. Apparently, he was like, everybody's saying that WWE planted him so that like CM Punk looked better. Like you know what I mean, like apologizing to you know what I mean,
Muhammad.
Like, yeah. I mean, probably it's the
I
number
think
one
that's
name in
what
the world.
That's what he said. I don't know if there was
Yeah.
a quote of it. He said Muhammad.
For your information, Muhammad's the most used name on the planet. Seth. Classic. I got down there. Was McLovin or Muhammad?
I gotta say I would give this pay per view the same rating as I would give my Life Crisis. Mid.
Damn.
Yep.
I mean, that's
Mid.
all you got to say
It's
about that.
Saudiverse, so
It's a
it is what it
3.5.
is.
Yeah.
For me,
Next up, we have a little bit of news from the Judgment Day. They won the tag team
Judgment
titles
Day is
on
getting
Monday.
like reinvigorated on their
Yeah.
their road to breaking up.
Right.
Like they all got titles now. Like they beat New Day, which was like I don't know, felt like a failed heel experiment.
Yep.
Like
Totally.
Big E's back there, like you know what I mean, like cracking the fuck up.
Y'all
Like,
did all this for what? Y'all.
he was like, "I'm gonna go do my big eats."
We got Xavier Woods in a pimp outfit though last week, so that was
pretty
cool.
good. That was pretty good.
I
Yeah.
mean, if it was all for that, then it was worth it.
True.
Honestly,
That was
no.
pretty sick.
That shit is so stupid. I don't understand why the New Day dropped it to the fucking Judgment Day.
'Cause
I
it's a
think
day
it's
match.
hilarious that every time we're like, well, all right, man, here we go. Judgment Day is finally
they
breaking up.
get more gold,
and they're just like,
right.
nope, they're just thriving
Right,
again.
right.
Yeah.
How
it
do
was
they
a
keep
day
doing it?
versus day match.
But then
Judgment Day versus New Day. Get it?
Crickets.
You really just killed the whole podcast.
Shut the fuck up.
Lancelot.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I don't get it either.
No,
it's kind of
it
weird.
just gives Finn Balor some credibility.
Thank God
Fucking
Finn Balor
man's
gets a win
fucking-
finally.
Yeah. Win Balor.
Yeah, I like again.
Now he can talk shit to like Dom, you know what I mean, and not be like, well, I got a title, so
Yeah,
I run a New Day.
Bro, you have a
Like,
participation trophy.
Yeah.
Tag titles mean nothing. The Speed Championship means more than fucking tag
Not
titles.
true. Not
calm down.
true.
You're gonna way ahead of
That's
I
yourself.
know what
Yeah,
you're
everybody.
saying, but
Slow
you're
down.
not correct.
You're just you're saying talking crazy because you're angry. All right.
I'm upset over here.
The Irish Ace. He deserved it.
Yeah, that was good.
Now
And
Roxanne is officially part of
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Liv's gonna be pissed. I want to see how they keep like.
That's why I like love Finn too. He was like, Liv's gonna love this. She's gonna be ecstatic about like he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Right.
And they're just gonna
Yeah.
keep having Roxanne like snuggle up to Dom and just try to slowly take Liv's place and
Yeah,
everything.
Dom is winning.
Or is it just like every time a woman gets
gonna be a Royal
injured in
Rumble
the
of, like,
Judgment
all
Day,
the girls
Dominic
that
just
Dom
puts
ran
his,
through?
slips his dirty little hog in a different
oh,
broad?
dirty little hog. Holy shit!
Like he's gonna start running out of girls. He's gonna fuck JD McDonough next time. Fucking
Damn,
You're gonna have like a
Someone gets
women's Royal Rumble of
He's
like all
pretty.
Dom's like
He is.
run through.
he is pretty.
I saw there was a video of JD McDonough getting off the plane, and it said there was no room in the carry-on. He has his like a soccer jersey on or something like that, and he like pulls it up and tucks it into. He was wearing the belt the whole time.
That's
That was
awesome.
just pretty awesome to see.
That's
You.
good.
that's
Those are
silly.
the two sweet. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty sick.
it's fun when like wrestlers are also fucking nerds. They're like,
Yeah.
I got a title belt.
But, the other title change. Zelina Vega dropped the title to Julia.
Yes.
God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
Apparently they're gonna have a rematch at Evolution, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
We know Julia's gonna win. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
It's nice when they let Zelina hold the belt. It's kind of like to me, it's
had that moment where she'd go, like she said, she'd go to her dad's grave and be like, "Look, Dad, I did it." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's a happy moment.
well, it makes what I was about to say worse. But
Oh man.
I would say it's like when you like unplug a second controller and give it to a kid, and you're like, "You're playing too.
Yeah. That's
You're a
fucked
champion
up.
too, Zelina." Like,
Wow.
she's not a real champion, guys. We're just gonna let her think she is for a
I
little
love
while.
him when he
man.
goes. I love him when he goes. Oh, that makes what I was about to say really bad, and then just says it anyway. Like,
Wow,
okay,
I'm not gonna.
It's like, oh yeah, we won't put her on any pay per views with the title, but
But she will do like 37 photo shoots.
yeah, and
She
you
had
can
more photo shoots than days with the title.
Yeah,
I'm not mad about it.
No,
and I think she
I will
only
look at
defended
Zelina
it in
Vega
a
photo
rematch
shoot
against
every time.
Chelsea Green.
That's crazy.
but Julia having the title is awesome.
Yeah.
She's great.
Gives her a little
seemed
bit
to-
of legitimacy for
I'm
people
actually
who are still
anti
getting used
this.
to who she is.
I want to see what she does with it because this is like the test. She's been kind of faltering since
Yeah,
she came
yeah.
over. Wasn't living up to the hype. Put a title on her. See what she can do with it. If she comes out,
like
puts
Stephanie
out some-
Valcour has been
Yeah.
way eclipsed Julia.
Yeah, the ROI on her has been nuts.
I'm not too hot on either of them. They're
Wow.
both
Stephanie
good. They're both
Valcour.
good workers, but like I don't understand the hype behind them. I don't understand why they brought them up so fast. Like and trust me, this is like no knocks at them. Like they're good. Like I don't see like a problem with it. Just doesn't make sense to me.
I
that,
can understand that with Julia. I can't understand that with Stephanie Valcour.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think they're both good workers, but I just don't
she has
understand
that
why
thing
everybody's
that,
so
that
excited
move
about
that
them.
everybody gets crazy about.
I don't give a fuck about that
great
move,
looking,
bro. I
like-
really don't. Like, I guess I'm just not as horny as everybody. Like
Yeah,
that move
but-
literally does nothing for me. Like it's
I don't
funny
know,
when Booker T.
man.
If
I
she
don't
was
know.
black
You were
and did
ask-
it with it, like,
you were
know what I
asking if
mean?
you
Like
could
if
goon.
Jade did it or Naomi did it,
right
you'd be
before
like,
the show.
"Oh man, I love this. Fuck yeah!" Like,
Yeah. Right before the show, you asked if you could goon the whole time.
Yeah,
Well,
if Lash Legend was doing the Devil's Kiss, you'd be
You'd be a little more.
you'd be sitting with a pillow on your lap.
Hey, I'm trying to watch these women fight, not fuck. All right. I don't care if I see butts jiggling. I want to see
But
teeth
she's
getting
like,
crunched.
Why not? But why
solid
not
in the
both?
ring too, and she's good.
Why not both?
Good in the ring.
Got a point. Yeah. Well, speaking of Evolution, we have, I guess, some of the matches that are going to happen. First up, looks like JC Jane versus Jordan Grace for the NXT
JC
Women's
Jane wasn't
Championship.
just holding the title. This is to put
Just
it on
keeping it
Jordan
warm.
Grace at a big moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jordan's definitely winning that.
Totally. Io Sky versus Rhea for the Women's World Championship.
What the fuck?
Running it back again.
That's so dumb.
So who do you think wins
Rhea's
it?
going to win this one,
I
I
don't
think.
think I was gonna
Io
say.
won every time they matched up. That was like the whole story before. Is
Yeah.
Io always
This
got
should have
one
been
up on
Asuka,
Rhea.
Io, world titles, Evolution. Would have been sick. I don't know why the fuck.
I
think
mean,
that
they
would be great,
teased it 'cause
yeah.
they was like, "Oh, yeah, it's just damage control." And
And
we
she's
always
like,
talked about it. And she was like, "There's no
No
damage
more
control
damage
no
control.
more."
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
have been sick, bro. Why the
Yeah.
fuck? I don't want to see Rhea, Io for like the 70th time.
It's going to be
But it's
good,
also
though.
gonna be a good match.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
But it just sucks when the story's not there to back it up.
Right,
Totally.
right.
It'll be like a good, like just like the match at Mania with
There's
Bianca.
a
obviously.
story, but it's not like a standout story. You know
No.
what I mean? Like it's not like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Out of the two, out of the in-ring match and the story's going to be what was lacking.
Yeah.
In the end.
Right.
Yes.
Totally. Then we got Raquel.
Like the opposite of all the Cena matches happening right
Exactly. yes, exactly. Raquel and Roxanne versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus two teams TBD. Who do you think those will be?
The Bellas.
Whoa. Yeah,
now. Oh,
you're probably
Bellas
right.
are coming back.
I think
yeah.
because they were originally supposed
be
to be
Liv versus-
Raquel versus the Bella or versus Nikki.
Yeah.
And then the secret Hervis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be my because there's just not a whole lot of women's tag teams,
That's what I was saying the other
They
week.
put together Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
which is
Right.
weird.
Yeah.
They
But
should
again,
just had
that's like another one of those tag teams where they're like, we'll just put two people together. Like,
honestly.
okay.
And like they're probably running out of matches they can put on this card. But I would have rather just seen Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte in a singles match if they wanted to use both of
I
these
like
for.
the way they did it the first time where they had like the was it the Mae Young tournament leading up to it too?
Yeah.
And you got to see like new people. And you know what I mean? Now it's like, but I mean, I guess they got like TNA, NXT, fucking
Yeah, they're chock full of
all the
talent
different
down
like
there.
you know what I mean, like things you can
It's
do
so
to
much
show
talent.
people, introduce people before. So yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And then we got a battle royal for the Women's World Championship match at Clash in Paris.
which is
Sick.
wild.
I love that.
It's a wild like a battle royale is like the
This is how you get people on the card.
Yeah.
yeah, but like
I love it.
it's
I
what-
wish they'd do more stuff like this.
but
Honestly.
it
So I
shouldn't
think
be
we'll see
for
some
something.
NXT.
For
Yeah,
a-
yeah.
like, but that should be like for like a shot at the U.S. title or the IC, but not for the championship, the main championship.
Right, because you can introduce some people, and you know, like if somebody gets introduced, like they're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like this new person in NXT isn't gonna be fighting for the women's
Right.
heavyweight champ. You know what I mean? Like, so the believability of like, oh, anybody could win this kind of goes out the window. With
Is it so? It's Stephanie Vacour that wins the battle
What if it's
royale.
ODB.
Wait, doesn't she have the title?
No, not the world title.
No, yeah.
world
Who,
Yeah, she has
who
a
needs
title.
a world title shot?
No, that's NXT you're thinking of.
Oh, okay.
And she also doesn't
This
even hold
is
that.
Women's World Championship.
Vacour doesn't
no,
even.
Stephanie Vacour has the title.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't have an NXT title. JC Jane has the NXT
What title are you talking about?
The women's title?
No,
Which
but
women's
the
title?
Women's.
Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Vacour are the champs.
No, Io
Stephanie
Sky
Vacour.
versus
Oh,
Rhea
Io
Ripley.
Sky. Oh, what the fuck does Stephanie? What am
I don't know. You just like had a stroke.
yeah, he's having
I
a
must
brain
have.
aneurysm.
Yeah, I had a brain. I was
That's
just thinking
crazy.
about the Devil's Kiss again. My bad.
That's what I mean. I was like, I think she wins it.
Vacour, yep.
Yeah,
Maybe
she
I
wins
see
it.
why. Maybe I see why they brought her up so fast. Maybe that just proves. Hex over here just thinking about her.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I get it. Bring her up. Put the title on her.
Yeah.
Give her the men's world championship. Fuck it.
But yeah, I mean, that'll be cool. The battle royal, we'll see probably some, couple people pop the crowd. Some
Yeah, I want to
throwback
see
talent.
some randoms.
I want to see
come back.
Jacqueline.
ODB.
I wish. I don't think they're gonna do that.
What's for his blank on what's Undertaker's wife's name?
Michelle
McCool.
McCool.
Yeah,
Michelle
she
McCool
comes
will
back
be
for
there.
all of these. Yeah.
she'll be back here.
Yeah.
Trish,
Maybe,
Trish might be here.
Trish already has a
Trish is
match.
on the card.
What's
Oh,
your name?
yeah,
that did
yeah,
that your
These two.
mother-in-law looks like.
Mother
I was like, oh, Billy. No, that's my mother-in-law's name. Mickey James. Yeah, Mickey
Because
James.
she did she was part of LFG, so she's so around and involved.
I thought you said something about Mother Endless being on the card.
They should get Molly Holly on the card.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be crazy.
She might be
sick.
there.
Is
Why
this
not?
where AJ Lee comes back?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Yes,
Are you anti her now?
No,
By
I
proxy?
love AJ Lee.
He hates Punk.
Not by proxy though. No.
And he hates
No,
Larry.
no,
Like
no,
how
I-
could you
Larry.
date? How could she be married to somebody who's that despicable? Am I right?
Because he's
True.
it's like a reverse
He's so
psychology fucked
despicable.
up thing.
Oh,
It's one of the reasons why he's such a piece of shit.
it's
Is because he's keeping her from the world.
Yeah.
Good girls go for bad guys type of thing.
No,
So many good
girls like bad guys. Yeah, he's got it's like a psychology thing. I don't know. It's
Like he has her under a spell or something.
Well, it's kind of
Yeah.
like how Brock's doing with Sable. He kept her on the farm for 40 years.
Like
before anyone saw her.
non-consensual.
Right,
a
we
little
haven't
bit?
seen her.
Exactly.
We saw
I
her
think
one
it's like
time in the
it's
whole.
like a hostage situation.
Right, yeah.
Where's
Jesus.
AJ Lee at? Why
And
is she
he's
not
got- She
making
was
more
on heels.
appearances? Yeah, and she was great, but she was only allowed to go to the show because she went with CM Punk.
I did hear that.
Is this like
He said, "I'm gonna go to NXT and
You think we get
fuck all these young girls. You gotta stay here and watch
what,
Larry."
Tiffany Stratton?
Larry?
Wipe
Did we ever
Larry's
talk about
ass.
how Larry looks like? I'm like, this is the dog you guys are
Scruffiest
really riding for?
fucking mutt you ever seen?
Looks like a rat dipped in water.
And what,
rat
Tiffany
dipped
Stratton
in
and Trish
water.
Stratus.
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. That'd be cool. That'd be dope.
I thought we had maybe like Naomi and Jade.
Oh,
What will be
Naomi.
added to the card? You think?
I feel like maybe.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
feel like there's something.
Yeah, I
There's
feel
actually
like there's-
story there.
I feel like there's probably going to be also like one or two more matches.
But
maybe.
Naomi
I
could
guess
just
maybe.
Naomi could just be in the final 3 of the battle royale too.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Who would you want? So if Rhea does win the title, who would you want to
If
see?
Jade beat Tiffany, and
Do we get
then
a-
do we get Naomi going after Jade for the title?
Do we get a return of Bianca Belair?
Oh, I could see that.
The-
She broke like
EST?
4 fingers or some shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully she comes back in time because if we get an evolution without Bianca, that fucking sucks, man.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of crazy. Like,
Do you think-
I'm not saying shit. Like, I'd be out for that long too if I broke all my fingers like that. But it is kind of like crazy to be like, yeah, I'm out for this long for some
Yeah, but
broken
like you
fingers.
know how they do. Then they're like, we'll throw
Well, no,
in a
her
little
fingers
time.
are fucking mangled. She should have taken all unless she wanted to like permanently fucking disform her
Yeah.
finger. Like if
She had like
the
Larry
one
Fitzgerald
wrong,
fingers.
Yeah, like one wrong move, her fingers are fucking permanently fucked.
Can't
so
go into the wrong
Yeah.
town. Just
not
don't
it's
gang
not
signs.
worth our entertainment for that. But I'm just saying it is kind of funny. It's like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley like dislocated her shoulder in a match and like popped it in and
that
finished.
was
But like
100% real, bro.
Bianca
It's just
Belair broke
crazy
her
how they
fingers.
haven't like really promoted
What?
like Evolution.
Yeah.
Like the way like even Night of Champ, even Saudi shit is like boom, you know what I mean? Like in your face, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're doing this thing with all these girls.
Yeah, I have no idea why they're not. I think this is a huge deal, and they're not really making it out to be. And then they're going to use like the excuse that it's poorly. It's not a lot of people watch it
So
or
I
something
was
like
gonna
that.
say,
They're like, oh, well, we're not going to do this
apparently,
again.
I heard when they first announced it that like TKO like kind of doesn't want to do it, and they're just like, well, we'll do it, and we'll show you that it doesn't do, you know what I mean, the numbers that we expect
Right,
like
yeah.
PLDs to do, so we never have to do it again type
Setting
thing.
it
Like
up to fail.
kind of like to appease, right, and just to appease
Yeah.
the women right now, like, oh look,
That's why we
we're
all
behind
tune
you.
in.
And we'll never see another evolution after this. You see how long it took to get it, the second evolution from the first one. It was
Yeah.
a whole big thing. Stephanie McMahon, the women's evolution, and you know what I mean. And then like,
This is why we all have to tune in. Put it on all your devices that you can watch Peacock on.
get those
Yeah, your
numbers up.
phones, computers, all your TVs.
Yeah, I'm tri-streaming.
Somebody's gonna
Yeah.
get these
Yeah.
like the stream farming and like
Yeah, yeah.
Asia and
See,
shit. It's
that's what
like,
we gotta
somebody got
get.
like a warehouse and like this is how to get your numbers up for your songs. You get your
100%.
numbers up for the pay per view.
This is what we got to do. Well, look, I'm pretty excited for that. I'm honestly maybe more excited for that than whatever the fuck the other thing is.
Saturday main event.
Yeah, Oldberg versus.
Well, Saturday
The
main
German.
event is
Stephanie
not.
Valcour is going to be at Evolution, so you know.
Yeah.
we should put Tony Storm versus Mercedes on Evolution.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, we've recorded to the end of our
They should
time.
they should simulcast it because for the women. It's gonna be that big of a deal.
Do you think Saudi watches it?
No way.
They're not allowed to because they have the flesh of the woman that can be seen.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
All those ankles. Oh my goodness, so impure.
Well, look,
You know, what a bunch of fucking losers, right?
losers.
You gotta put on pants and long sleeves. I might get too horny. Get out of
I
here,
mean, listen,
Nerds.
fucking
don't tell
dweebs.
Gunky about that, you know. We got a couple quick hits before we leave. First up, Seth Rollins in A Day to Remember's new music video.
Look, he's spreading his wings. He
Yeah.
was supposed to be like in a Marvel movie, but then he wasn't, and then he was, and then he
And
wasn't.
this is his reconciliation.
This
It's
was his like backup. They're like, here, you can shoot a flamethrower in
here,
a
this
music video
shitty
for
emo
it.
band's
Whoa,
recording a
whoa,
recording a
Here,
country
like a
song.
big,
Do you want to be in the
fucking,
music video?
They're huge, or they
Hot
were.
Topic sells the shit out of their merch.
They sure do.
What's the name of the band
A
again?
Day to Remember?
ADTR.
It's a fucking
Oh,
country
I
song.
forgot.
I forgot about it. I never knew about it.
You never heard that song?
No.
Is their band about 9/11?
Sounds really
And then
good.
it's like, "Remember."
I feel like I must be missing out because that is beautiful.
No, that's the whole thing.
That's
All right, you know what? I'm putting that as the music at the end of the show tonight. That's going to be the music at the end of the show.
is it sung by like Scooby Doo?
No, I'm going to play. Okay, you know what? Shut the hell up. Anyway, yeah, that was cool. Next up, we got the Street Fighter movie coming up. Roman Reigns allegedly has already been cast, and they're looking
As a
like
Kuma.
This is from the same source that said Hikuleo is the third man in the
Nikolai is
Shield.
the third man in the new Shield.
Yeah, I just keep seeing this casting. I saw like an AI generated casting, and they said like Joe Anoa'i is Akuma, and I was like, first of all, don't fucking start pulling that Dwayne Johnson bullshit. He's Roman Reigns.
Hey, Roman
so.
Reigns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had the picture they
I
used
thought
for
it was
him
like
was
fake
like
at first.
I still think it's fake. I don't. Yeah.
I don't understand, like, I guess, are they putting, like, the whole Street Fighter roster in this? Because I feel like every single day they're like, 4 new people have been cast in the Street Fighter movie. Like,
Wasn't like 50 Cent as Balrog?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that one's wild.
I think
They
that's
said-
actually confirmed. Though,
Yeah, I
which
know,
is
but it's
insane.
still just like it's, but it doesn't sound like it's gonna be good. Like if you just do a bunch of really cool fan voted like, it'd be really good to play this guy. Like okay,
Who kind of looks
but
like him but can't act.
Yeah, it's not doesn't mean it's gonna be a good
It's
movie.
like Johnny
It's
Sins really looks like.
just all of them. You can play them all. That dude's
They should just do that.
Such
They should
range.
They should just do
Polka
Johnny
Dot
Sins.
Man
Yes.
from is
Yes.
M. Bison.
That's the other one I saw. I'm like, he's M. Bison? That dude's like all scrawny.
You
I
better
heard there was
bulk
someone
up.
else was supposed to be in Bison.
David Dastmalkian.
Yeah.
Let me see the picture of him. What's his
Yo.
face?
Yeah, they're starting to cast characters
Oh,
that aren't
yeah,
even
yeah.
in fucking Street Fighter. They're like, yeah, and Johnny Cage is like, whoa, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
They're like Baraka's in it. It's being played by Kurt
Roman
Angle.
Reigns is Akuma.
Oh, they got
Baraka
Jason
plays Kurt Angle.
Momoa.
He's sick.
Jason Momoa is supposed to be Blanca.
Yeah. Jason Momoa's Blanca and
Orville Peck is Vega.
Orville Peck is Vega.
Super fire.
Imagine
Just said
Baraka
Balrog.
with
He
the,
gets to wear the mask the whole
Yeah.
time.
imagine
Still.
It's
Baraka with the Kurt Angle ECW mouthpiece in, going,
Andrew Koji
taking his
as
singlet
Ryu.
off. He pulls his singlet down.
And apparently, Guile is Cody Rhodes.
No,
Sometimes you gotta let them do their own.
I'm sorry, no, he did pop me for a second. Cody Rhodes as Guy. I mean, like but those dudes, like, and maybe it's because I only remember it as the game, but they're like all cartoonishly jacked.
Yeah.
There's only one Guile when it comes to Street Fighter, and it's Jean-Claude Van Damme, the most perfect Guile. of
Brother
all time.
of one Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know they were brothers.
I used to think they were as a
Also,
kid.
also
Sick.
not twins. Them
Yeah.
Yin Yang or Jean-Claude.
Yeah, and
And
Rob.
Damn twins.
The Van Damme twins.
I don't know if Rob Van Dam is his real name. He hails from Battle Creek,
I think
Michigan.
Jean-Claude
so-
Van Damme ever did like a Van Damme.
Battle Creek, Michigan. That's right next to Bombay, Michigan. Bordering towns.
Yeah.
That's how they knew each
So-
other. Sabu,
Sabu.
and RVD. R.I.P. Sabu.
Also, Battle Creek, Michigan, the home of most breakfast cereals.
I did hear
That's where the most
Kellogg's.
breakfast cereals are made.
Damn,
too.
RVD should have
Snapple
a
facts.
cereal gimmick.
Yeah.
Also, Battle Creek, Michigan, home of one Airsoft Fatty. I don't know if you know who Airsoft Fatty is.
yeah, Dr. Kellogg, who
You're
created
dumb.
Kellogg's, had a eugenics like farm out in Battle Creek, Michigan. It was real fucked up.
You know,
Always gotta take it to a
What
dark
the hell?
place.
Yeah. He's one of those guys who like had like this whole fucked up thing about how he could like breed better humans by like, you know, super racist bullshit, and then like accidentally made Frosted Flakes as like a breakfast to serve people at like this cult that he was starting.
Because like shit got like
and
old,
like,
right?
Boom. No, it's like they left it. Yeah, it's like it was stale flakes, but they're trying to figure out how to keep using it, and they just baked it and it got crispy, and they put a little sugar on it. It's like fucking good, and it's kind of healthy. It's not bad.
Like pour a little milk on this.
Yeah, but Kellogg's piece of shit.
Like maybe this creating a better human stuff is all garbage. Maybe we should just be focused on
Breakfast cereals.
nice start to your morning.
You know what would help instead of like the perfect human, like a cartoon tiger.
The perfect
They
breakfast.
found out they make the perfect human with
Who's Tony
a
the Tiger.
good start to your day.
Yeah, the
A
perfect
good-
start to your
A nice breakfast.
Tony the tiger is the perfect human.
Yeah, he's a tiger.
That's what we should all strive to be.
He's a tiger.
He's great.
He's great.
Okay.
He's more than good.
All right. Next up, Ric Flair's getting surgery,
And
guys.
pooping.
So he don't
everywhere.
poop himself no more.
I don't know if that's the reason for the surgery, but
So I saw a tweet about that by him,
The
and
shitting?
I was assuming it was fake. Now,
The
because I
shitting or
don't
the
believe,
surgery?
I don't believe tweets that I see anymore, because Gunky has me on my guard all the time now.
Everything's AI. Trust no
Hey,
one.
trust no one.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Also don't
Stone
get your
Cold
news
had it
from
right,
Brown John
DTA.
News Network, fucking like Facebook. Like if you see something on Facebook, chances are it's not real.
But
Or
Is
if
it-
it's from Jonathan Coachman.
It's like shit. John Cena's dead, and Hikaleo's the third man in the Shield, and Cody Rhodes is playing. What's his
Guile.
name? Guile in the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Street Fighter.
He's like, LA Knight left the WWE.
Can we just get our news straight from John
we should
and no
honestly
one look
start-
it up?
No one
We should-
fact checked it.
We
Yeah.
should. He should be the news anchor. It's like,
Yeah.
welcome to Nightly News with John.
Breaking news.
This just in.
Replace Lester Holt with fucking Old Man John.
Jesus.
Probably a great segment.
Well,
though.
yeah, Rick. Hope you. Are
Yeah,
okay.
Rick, stop pooping in bars. Maybe just stop going to bars. Maybe stop drinking.
Yeah,
Maybe you're
apparently.
stuck in like
Drinking,
100.
yeah. The
He's
dude
like
is
100 years old.
Also, it's very funny. You're like, oh, pray for me, blah, blah, blah. I'm all fucked up. And like when Jim Ross was like, I have cancer, you were like, you fucker. You keep making things
you just
about
want the-
yourself.
yeah.
Also, this is like shortly after he faked the cancer that he had. Like, you know, Ric Flair said he had cancer. Conrad put out there that he had cancer. Ric Flair did not have cancer. They did that
Well,
for
I don't know.
attention.
Old people get cancer like it's a cold. Like they're like, oh yeah, I got a little bit of cancer removed on my nose. Like,
You know, I couldn't come out last week and had a bout of the cancer.
seriously, they're like, yeah, I got a little cancer
Little,
cut
little
off
chicken
me.
soup and 2 days in bed, and I'm right as rain.
Jesus Christ. And finally, before we leave, John Cena's new movie came out today, and I watched almost all of it.
Already
I
watched it.
too.
And Heck watched it. Heck, what did you think?
It was fun. You
Yeah.
know, like I said before, you just got to take them for what they are. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, it's going to be a block, but it was like straight to like Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So you have
Idris Elba was good in it.
3.5 spinner belts?
Yeah, 3.5 spinner belts.
You know,
Probably
what,
three.
you know what Idris Elba's finishing move would be? The Idris Elbow. It would be
The
sick.
Idris elbow.
It's from
Off
the
the
top
top.
rope like a Macho Man
Yeah,
style?
off the top, yeah.
Or is it like the shitty version that The Rock
It's
does?
funny though because he plays like a movie star that like is president.
Yeah,
John
they were
Cena
like
is?
definitely
Yeah.
doing like a gimmick.
So is that like he's playing what the same thing that Dwayne Johnson was playing in his show in The Rock?
Pretty much.
show?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What was the Rock show?
the show with The Rock where he plays
Young Rock?
Yeah, Young Rock.
Oh, I thought you were saying he played the president also.
Yeah, he does. In Young Rock, he's going.
He's telling the
He's-
story of how he got to where he was at.
yeah, he's
How
telling
he
the story
became
of him.
president?
That's how the
Yeah.
whole show is like
Really?
put out
Yeah.
there. It's not like
Wait, I thought it was
it's
just
like
about
dream
him.
sequences or like memories. Like
Oh, I
It's
thought
like
it was
in the
just him
he's
future.
like
being
doing an interview with the what's the Asian dude that played in Ant-Man.
Randall Park.
Yes.
I love that dude.
And then and he's like fucking like the president like telling like his story. It's
Really?
like, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just like I was a wrestler once upon a time, and then they did it.
You think
Yeah.
this is some like an old man sitting in a rocking chair? Well, one day I was a wrestler, and I'll tell you all about
Listen,
it.
a lot of
John
movies start
Cena
that
definitely
way.
had some his hair looked very full in the movie.
Well, I mean, you know,
Shout out to
special
Turkey.
effects, they can do anything.
Shout out to Turkey.
Yeah, shout out to Turkey.
Also,
yeah.
before you wrap this up, Soraya 2 hours ago, Evolution is this weekend? Question mark. So maybe watch out for that.
It's not this weekend though. It's next weekend.
Well, then
She
she's
doesn't
well.
know.
Somebody should respond to her. Somebody should respond to her tweet and be like,
it's
"No,
next
it's next weekend." Maybe you know what? Maybe she's not
There
booked
goes
for
those streamings.
Evolution if she doesn't know what fucking weekend it is.
Hey guys, I'm here.
She's
Where's everyone
just in
else?
Atlanta.
She's like, I'm in Atlanta.
Where
Is she
is Evolution
Australian?
at? I is it in Atlanta as
Atlanta,
well?
Georgia.
Oh, I think
Okay.
so.
Isn't
Yeah.
it like the same day?
No, it's the day after.
Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah, day after tomorrow.
That's a good movie.
A day to remember.
A day to remember.
Well, with that, make sure you guys listen to Grappling with the Gilmans. Make sure you stay up with us here.
So
Hit
you
the
follow
website.
Shop Suplex.
Yeah. Follow Shop Suplex on Instagram. Hit the website, shopsuplex.com.
If you guys ever see me on the street, make sure you follow me.
Home.
I'm a great walk.
Yeah. Anything else before we hit the music here, guys?
Nope, hit the music.
Yeah, just hit the music.
This is what I was talking about.
I'm excited. Hope there's an ad.
I really thought.
Never heard it before.
So this is
I'm listening. I'm listening. You got my ear.
See, this is what I was
Like Rhea could come out to this.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a good wrestling intro.
Yeah, it's solid. Yeah.
Make sure you tap in, like, share,
Yeah.
follow.
Like, share, follow, all
Tell a
that.
friend, tell a friend, all that stuff.
Gunky, you got anything else for me?
Follow me. Follow at Gunky Main. Follow my YouTube page. I'll be dropping Gunk
Gunk.
vlogs. Got more Vegas shit coming out. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. All right.
If you're in
Follow
Orlando,
Sandman
stop by the
Podcast.
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
All right. We out.